Kaya po yung nagbabalik, kasama pa rin natin si Ariel at si Boots at saka si Joseph Calata. Patuloy natin, Joseph. Uh, Malaking problema ng ating bayan, itong agriculture, no? At nakatitig ako na itong bagong administrasyon mangangailangan ng tulong. Anong maaaring tulong ang pwede nating ialok o ibigay kay President Duterte sakaling matawagan ka bukas na napanood ang ating programa?
Tama. Sa ngayon, technology, doon kami naka-focus. Technology sa agrikultura. Ang isang ginawa namin is, ginawa namin ang first mechanized na corn planting sa Pilipinas. Ginawa namin yan sa Isabela 2 years ago. So, patuloy pa rin namin ginagawa yan. At tinuturuan namin, siyempre pinipilit namin ituro sa magsasaka yung paano technology. At least maging familiar sila. And pangalawa din is nagpartner kami sa Austrian company na the first
Austrian, ha?
Austria.
Okay.
The first agro-meteorological weather system wherein ang technology na ito ite-text ang magsasaka ng mga antena na yan. Parang itong mga antena na ikakabit natin sa buong Pilipinas. Magsisimula tayo sa Bulacan. Itong mga antena na to, malalaman mo ang exact na oras kung kailan uulan within 7 days period. Oras, araw. At the same time, alam mo kung parating na ang mga sakit, ang mga insekto sa iyong palayan. Bakit sobrang importante? Pag alam mo ang accuracy kung kailan uulan, pwedeng hindi ka muna mag-fertilizer ngayon. Kasi the moment na mag-fertilizer ka, biglang umulan. Wala.
Wash out.
Sayang yung
Ubos ang urea mo.
ubos ang urea mo. Or nag-spray ka ng pamatay peste, hindi naman bigla na lang nag-ulan. Yun ang isang problema. So,
Patay ang mga tilapia pag ganon.
ganyan, ano? So, ang pinaka matulong na magagawa natin sa magsasaka, tulad nitong programa na to, is magkakaroon ng awareness ang isang magsasaka through text o kung may smartphone sila. Malalaman nila kung kailan ang ulan, anong sakit ang dadapo, para ma-prevent nila at para malaman nila yung tamang timing sa pag-aalaga nila nung pag-i-spray nila o pag-fertilize nila.
Gusto ko lang mag-interject at this point, Kit. Dahil lang ating napakaganda ng mga nasabi sa atin ni Joseph. Pero kung haharapin natin si Presidente, let's say you are at the agricultural sector, at bibigyan natin siya ng direction or ng suggestions. Before we even talk about these items that Joseph is very familiar with, kinakailangan, at napakagaling talaga agriculture. Agriculture means food. Food means lives of the people. Right? Kami po sa Save the Nation, isa sa number 1 namin sa 3 urgent steps for the survival of the nation is to focus on food production, number 1. And this is not just food production. There must be a goal. We must say, whatever we're producing now, we should be doubling it, tripling it, or even quadrupling it. Okay. Now, the whole idea is to see to it that the whole population is eating adequate food so that it is able to consume the minimum amount of calories that a human being must be consuming. Okay. Ito po yung macro goal. Now, in order for you to even quadruple, you must use, as Joseph was implying very well, science-driven. It must be science-driven. Technology that is available all over the world must be harnessed by the Department of Agriculture in order to push this. Not only do we look for the technology, it must be also supported by infrastructure development. Infrastructure has to be energy and water. Anything that you're going to be doing in as far as food is concerned, especially with the use of improvement of the yield of the land, has to do with water and energy. No?
Actually, Boots, I did not want to confine the discussion on agriculture. I wanted you to give us your take on the overall picture, and you're already answering the question before I'm able to ask it. No?
Sorry.
Pero ayun po, napakinggan natin yung pahayag po ni Joseph. No? Gusto ko lang makita natin na maraming oportunidad pa sa agriculture na ayaw na tingnan ng ating kabataan. No? Pero ito po ay nakapaloob sa isang mas malawak na programa na dapat po itulak ng ating administrasyon. Ito po ang tatanong natin kay Boots. Ano nakikita niya na dapat gawin para magka-anib-anib itong mga the various parts of this program para talagang sumulong ang Pilipinas?
Ang katulad ng sinasabi ko earlier, there must be a goal. We cannot just say, let us improve here and improve there, or do this or do that. There has to be an overall goal. And then government makes a commitment that at year 1 or year 2 or year 3, we would have been doubling the amount of food that we're consuming. And food means in all aspects of agriculture. No? By the way, before we continue with that, I just wanted to congratulate Joseph, no? And remind our youth, no? that the money is not in banking, it's not in call centers, it is in agriculture. No? Because agriculture, for the least, in our studies before, in economics and in finance, no? For the least amount of capital, no, it generates the highest yield. No? If you're able to
ROI.
make use, yung ROI, no? Meron kang exigencies, meron kang peste, but when you prepare for it, it needs the least amount of investment for the highest yield. No? And this is where the money is. And all of our young people that are being sent to all kinds of areas, please review this whole thing and look for the real big money people that there are many examples, not just here in the Philippines, but they were in agriculture. No?
Butch, fascinated ako sa atin ang itsura ng mag-asaka. Yung lagi nag-aaralay, mahirap. Nang iniaangal maaring social justice. Pero wala akong nakitang aktivista na mag-asaka na ang sinasabi, kopyahin natin yung teknolohiya ng Israel. Kung saan ginawang green ang disyerto. Akalaan nyo yung tilapia, iitsa mo lamang dito yung itlog ng tilapia after 2 months. Ang dami ng tilapia pwedeng kainin. Sa Israel,
St. Peter's fish yun.
kailangan biyakin pa isa-isa ang tiyan ng tilapia at alagaan sa control ng temperaturang tubig para dumami and yet they can produce na murang tilapia. Dito hindi.
Yan sinasabi, nakakalungkot talaga. No? Kasi ang mindset ng tao, dinala dito sa land for the tiller, no? Land for the landless, at between landlord and the tiller of the land. No?
Pinagbangga
Pinagbangga nila, and which is not necessarily, which should not happen. No?
Ngayon, pinagbabangga lalo yan.
Okay, yeah,
Ni
exactly.
Paeng Mariano.
At dyan tayo dapat bigyan natin ng tunay na pansin.
Yung
Because
nabanggit natin yung Israel, ano, dito sa Pilipinas, ang kasabihan kasi ng agriculture is water. And yet we have napakarami natin tubig. Kumpara sa Israel, siguro sa bawat supply ng tubig na 10 tabo sa Pilipinas, mga 1 tasa lamang ang nasusupply na tubig ng nature sa Israel. And yet they are more productive. Joseph, doon sa teknolohiya na binabanggit mo, medyo ako doon medyo interesado. Ano ang papel nung malaman ng mga magsasaka kung kailan darating ang ulan, kung kailan tuyong-tuyo at walang precipitation na hindi para magtanim? Nakita na ba yung resulta kung gaano kalaki yung sa yield ng mga magsasaka?
Hindi kasi, sa simpleng terminology, the moment na magkamali ka dahil biglang umulan, ang laki na nababawas sa yield mo. Ganun lang kasimple yun .
Instant, makikita mo kagad.
Instant yun . Uulitin mo yan, biglang mawawash out yun . Unless gamitin mo yung mga bagong technology na fertilizer. Kami, ginagamit din namin yan, yung controlled release at kahit 14 days ulanin. Nandyan pa rin. May mga ganyang klase na ngayong technology. Pero syempre, mas malakas pa rin ang market ng mga granules ng urea na yun ang pag naulang ka is
wala yun.
mawawala yun.
Nabanggit ni Ariel yung Israel, ano? Pero ang napili na Joseph, Austria yata, ano? Kami po napunta sa Israel noong 2011. Kasama ko po si Vice President Binay. Nakausap namin si President Perez, no? At kunento ni President Perez na yung kanilang agriculture program kung saan kumukuha sila ng mga scholars from other countries, ang number one priority nilang kinukuha, Pilipino. Pilipino. Yan ang paborito ng mga scholars sa agriculture. Ito ba'y napapakinabangan ng husto ng ating pamahalaan at mga universidad?
Iwan yung Filipino doon eh. No.
Hindi, kailangan bumalik.
That's right. Yeah.
At ano nga to, 70s, ang term yan, mga agritech.
Agritech. Yeah.
Ewan ko, nasa mga agritech ngayon.
Wait, I just wanted to add on to what Ariel was saying about water and what you were saying. This thing about being able to predict when it's gonna rain, that's fine. That's really high tech. But we must, and man has already reached that point where we no longer need to wait for God to give us water. We can manage water. No? We can manage it by creating dams, and after dams, which generate electricity, the dams become the pools, no, of water wherein tributaries can be constructed to reach the arable areas. Not only can we manage the water coming down from dams, it is not just electricity, it is irrigation. No? Yeah. The other thing that is available to us, and it has been already done, is nuclear power desalination plants. No? For many countries right now that have nuclear plants, no? Beside that, no, are what you call nuclear power desalination plants. No? These are just corollary, no? Because the heat, the excess heat that the nuclear plant produces would, instead of it evaporating uselessly to the atmosphere, they're able to harness part of this heated air, you know, and put it into desalination plants. And the formula, the model of the IAEA is something like, for one little model, it can produce up to 13 million gallons of water a day. No? Now, if you have something like the BNPP, and you can create up to 5 desalination
nuclear
plants,
power plant.
right?
Okay.
Can you imagine? You can produce a whole river of potable water that you can channel all the way to the whole of central Luzon, no? And provide water for the whole year round, no? Without having to worry about this thing, because you will be managing it. No? Tremendous amount of food production that you can generate from there.
Titingnan natin yung relasyon ng food production at saka nitong nuclear energy. Pakaraan po ng ilang sandali.